Hey guys, so I got asked, I saw this website called Ask the Public where people just post their questions and people can kind of respond and help them out. So I decided to make this video to answer the question, how much can bookkeeping businesses make? So this is really an interesting question. Just to kind of answer that question like straight up, we have bookkeeping businesses that make $10 million a year, right? So you can really go and grow it to where you want. I think the real question is, how much can your bookkeeping business make? That's generally an easier question that's going to help you out a lot more along the way. Now, my name is Bryce Tubbs. Now, if you don't know who I am, I started my accounting and bookkeeping business about 7 years ago. It's been a pretty great ride, and nowadays I work my firm and I help other accountants and bookkeepers go and reach their goals inside of their business. Now, if you want some help going and growing your business, okay, you don't want to take the slow route. You don't want to take the scenic route. You want to take the fastest way to your goals, to your path, and to the business that, maybe you quit your job for. Go ahead and click on the link above or below the video to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. So anyways, really, how much can you make? So there's a couple different things that I like to think about. I like to think about, do you want to build a business or do you want to just kind of have a great lifestyle with it? Because those are two slightly different sides of the same coin. Now, whenever I say like building a business, I mean like, do you want to have like an executive assistant? Do you want to have maybe a virtual assistant? Do you want to have someone doing the sales calls for you? Do you want to have someone doing the bookkeeping work for you? Like, do you want to have people underneath you that are doing the work so you can kind of be more of like a business owner rather than like, be a technician inside of the business? Or do you want to be more of, it's just like, a business that's doing a pretty good amount of money, the profit margins are really, really high, and you're doing all the work and you just can basically do what you want when you want, and it's just smooth. Okay, there's nothing wrong with either one. It's just really knowing who you want to be and which one you're shooting for. Now, if you're going to be more of this big business, again, like you can grow it as far as what your skill sets of management will allow. When you're first starting out, it probably isn't very high because you have to learn how to actually manage the people, how to get the right people, how to bring them on board, which is something I show, the higher level students inside of the program. But when you're first starting out, it can really help you expand. So to answer that question, if your skills allow for it, you can have $1 million a year bookkeeping business if you can get enough employees, if you can get enough sales rep, if you can charge the right amount of money, and if you can expand far enough and fast enough. So yeah, you can do $1 million a year. Now, if you're on this side, which most people watching this video are probably on this side, yeah, it's gonna be, you can do anywhere from 0 to about 250, 300K per year by yourself. Now, would I recommend that you do, 300,000 a year by yourself? Maybe not. You might want to do more like 20 grand by yourself because that's going to be a little bit more comfortable. It's going to be a little bit more relaxed. You can have more face-to-face with your clients without really like, overworking yourself. So that's kind of the goal that I shoot for. So if your goal is to be able to go and make, 200,000 a year, then yeah, dude, this is definitely for you. And if you want to have it where it's like low overhead, low stress, you can definitely hit that. So it's just a matter of like, where do you really want? Where do you actually need, right? Some people say they want to go and hit, like $1 million or $1 billion a year. But then when they start making money and they start getting, to 10 grand, 12 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand, then they're like, oh, this is actually the amount of money that I wanted. I thought that I needed $1 million a year in order to live this lifestyle, but really, that's kind of the point that you get to. Now, for me, for example, right, like I still want to get up to $1 million a year. That's why I created the coaching business. I do want to be able to get up to like $1 million a year. I do want to build kind of like this audience where it has like 100,000, 1 million people inside of it who are following me, and I'm kind of like a thought leader. But as far as like money, like once you hit a certain point, at least for me, because I don't have like huge expenses, right? I still drive the Toyota Camry. Haven't like upgraded my lifestyle. You may see the guitars in the background. That is the one thing that, I do generally splurge on. Oh, I'm running out of time. So, hey, I have to cut this thing a little